Farm. 22661 Bell
Road, but
where it used to be.
Yeah.
And David Wasilenski, God bless his soul, he's taking us over there.
That's right. There they are,
the
right
back
up in
way.
front
We're
of us.
right
We're going the back way. Yeah. So we're on the south side of 275.
Yeah.
Does it look anything wrong?
See, that's what I'm saying. You see where the open space is? That's where I thought the pond was. Well,
What do you think about this, Larry?
What do I think?
Let me get this on camera.
You got it recorded?
Yeah, I do.
You see this sycamore tree right here?
yeah.
What sycamore? That big one?
That one right there. Our property is right by that sycamore tree. Our property was right here.
I don't remember that sycamore tree.
Believe me, that sycamore tree was on our property. And Bell Road was just on the other side of that sycamore tree there.
Oh, this big white one.
That big sycamore tree
Right there.
Yeah. Our farmhouse that right there in the middle of the road, right there. 275.
You see where that hole is? Right here? If you look across and you see that like empty spot where the trees are right there, I think that's where the pond was. That's what I think.
That's Toad's house, where we used to go swimming. We'd come walk down behind her house.
And just this side of her house, there was a fence line that ran this way.
I think it was on the other side of the house.
No.
This side?
It was on this side.
Okay. And then where's the river we used to swim? Is right. This is I-275, so we're going to the river now. But anyway, we used to come down. There was a path, and there was a lot of weeds and stuff. It wasn't cleared like it is now. Where we used to swim, apparently, right down here. Of course, obviously this bridge wasn't here. So I'll take more when I get down there. Okay, so this is it. I'm putting this on a movie, you guys. This is exactly where we used to swim, right in this area. Okay, talking to the camera, Gino.
I just remember that being over sandy over there. Kind of a little bit of sandbar.
I remember that. We'd swim to it, but it's because the river's up high right now.
I don't know. How high is this, Dave? Is this about normal height now compared to like years ago?
When it's high tide, it's up here.
Yeah, but this is about like normal as before? Or?
Yeah, pretty much so.
Same thing?
Well, no, we had a bad dry.
I'm getting you on movies.
I'm saying
this isn't.
Because when Carmen and I
Wait,
went under the
let me
bridge,
suck my belly.
There you go. You're looking good.
we had to get out. So low, I mean real low. We had to get out.
So this is right where we used to swim, though, right? Right here.
Yeah, right there, right in there, Dave says. Right over there.
Okay. Where's the drop-off?
Well, it would have been right in there somewhere.
Yeah. Our old swimming hole. This is cool.
See, and I don't remember, obviously that house wasn't there at that time. But it used to seem like it was a little farther upstream where the curve was. But you know how you remember it.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
It just seems like that's so close.
Well, they wouldn't have rerouted the river.
But maybe it's because of the house everything's there. That just seems close, the bend now, you know what I mean?
Over there.
Huh?
Them houses.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That one was, the white house.
Yeah.
But not this one.
But it just seems like the bend was farther upstream than what it seems now. Maybe it's because it's all clear and how big houses are and all that.
Metal up there.
Yeah.
They changed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought a lot of dirt in there.
Yeah, it must. I had to.
That probably cost more than the house.
What does he do, Dave?
What does he do?
Yeah, is he retired or?
A lot of memories. All the cousins, and we had a ball swimming in this river.
Oil man.
Real piece of Americana, you might say, I guess. The old swimming hole lives on. I think we should come swimming here in the summertime for old time's sake. Here comes Carmen and Dave. We're leaving our swimming hole area. I said, good thing we're not old. Haha. This is quite the trek we're making. Now we're on the other side of 275. There's the 275 up there. We're going to swing like Tarzan.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what did you say? Now I want to get this on here.
This is prices round and up in here, right, Dave?
Prices? Okay.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Prices were our next door neighbors to the north of us. So now we are going into the park. You know where the pond would have been behind our house?
Behind the house,
Where we used.
it's straight ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then we'll go up this way.
We're going to show you.
Yep. Then we'll come back that way.
Larry's all smiles. He wants to see that old car with the bullet holes. You can tell the story. Yeah, don't you want to tell the story?
All I want to do is touch it.
It's like the Holy Grail, Larry.
Well, that's basically the only thing you got to hook you don't pass.
Yeah. That's what our life is all about, you know? What made us what we are today. So we are pretty much on our old property, which certainly didn't look like this, but nonetheless it was a lot of fun. Good times. That's David Wasilenski with us. He's lived across the road. They had 10 kids in their family. So, anyway, we're going to do some more investigating.
The Babbling Brook.
Prices right here.
I know a lot of people like that. Babble like a brook.
Yeah, this is prices line right here.
Right up in here, right?
Right here?
Yeah, that's
So
it.
where would that pipe be at?
Watch yourselves.
Because that pipe was between the pipe
It's down over here. Down
Hi.
over here.
Show us where it was, Mary. Do you remember, Dave, where it was?
What's that?
The pond, the
Oh,
the
yeah,
pipe,
it's
the
straight
culvert?
ahead,
Straight ahead? Okay. Fence line, and we're traveling down this gully, like a ditch, whatever you call it. And that is the fence line that was between us and Price's. So we're on the Olson's, not Olson's end.
This is Olson's farm. This is over here.
Sod farm.
This used to be all grass out here.
Yeah.
This was all bent grass. And of course now it's gone back to nature. But this is like kind of the grass that's planted in both of us. But as you can see, after 55 years, this is what it reverts back to.
Yep, nature takes back.
Yeah.
We're going towards the car parts, Larry.
Okay, well.
So is this the sod farm fence line? Or what is this fence line?
Dave?
I thought... Hey, Dave, what's this fence line right here? Was this the sod farm?
Sod farm is all up in there.
So this is the other side of the sod farm?
This would be the bottom of the pond, and then this would be separating us and Olson's.
Maybe so.
But
This
we
was
weren't
the
that
end.
close
This
to the
was.
river.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, where's this cement pad that you? Where was this cement pad that you guys?
Mary, where's the cement slab?
Right by the hill.
Boy, what investigators we are.
Yeah, I can't remember shit.
How did you guys find this other cement slab?
Mary and Carmen found it. I wasn't with them that day.
Do you remember where you guys were at, Carmen?
Okay, now wait. I need you to explain something, Carmen. Okay, this slab that because this is on a movie right now.
Okay.
Okay, now explain what that slab was.
It was down at the bottom of the sod farm where they would get the water out to irrigate the sod.
So was there some kind of electrical thing to get the water out? How did they?
Was that electric?
Or there was
that
pipes?
a gas pump?
No, it was electric.
It was electric.
So
And
would there be
was a
pipes?
telephone pole that sat over here, just to the left of it.
But we.
That had to have gone in the
Well,
river.
that's gone now. But this bank, by the looks of it, this bank looks like it washed away about 15 feet. this has gotten wider. In this
Yeah,
area.
right.
Was there something actually that was planted on that cement slab? What was on?
That's where the pump would sit on.
There was a big,
Oh,
there
it
was
was just-
a big 60 horsepower
That
pump.
would lay down across that
Yeah,
thing?
that would be on, and then the hoses would go down into the water.
And you see them bolts sticking out of that concrete down
Yes, them bolts. I
there?
see
That's
them.
That's where the pump bolted to.
Oh.
Gino said he took it down.
Gino said he did?
That's what Gino was saying. Maybe that's what Herman said.
Well, you remember this, Larry?
We can't find the VIN number.
There's the hole.
Fender.
There's the fender with the hole. Well, the door's got the holes in it, the bullet holes, Larry.
Correct.
Right down by your foot, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was the only thing it was good for was shooting holes in.
So now, was it your car first and then Gino's, or what?
Gino says it was his.
Gino didn't drive this.
Gino says he did.
I drove it.
When did you buy it and from who?
I bought it in Romulus.
Oh, what,
In Romulus at 5 points.
what year was it, would you say?
When I bought it,
Yeah.
oh, probably 61, maybe.
Was it new?
It was fixed up like brand new.
Was it?
Yeah, I didn't have any rust on it or anything.
Got a lot of rust now.
Yeah.
You think this is it?
2 years after I had it, it started developing cancer because the car evidently must have been in a wreck.
Oh,
And then it was nothing but a Fonda wagon. All bonded up.
no rust proofing back there.
And then when the rust lane, it really started deteriorating pretty quick. Then the thing caught fire on me.
It did?
Yeah.
Where was that?
On Bell Road.
Who was in the car?
I was the only one in the
Oh.
car. I was driving down Bell Road, all of a sudden all the smoke started pouring out from underneath the hood. And then I panicked. I stopped. And when I stopped, then the thing really took off.
Oh, fine.
I opened the hood and man, it just burst into flames. And then somebody, I don't know who called the fire department. And the whole fire department in New Boston come riding down the road. And then the fireman walked up to me and I guess he was trying to be smart. You got a problem here? I mean, the whole car's blazing. I'll never forget that. You got a problem here? I felt like telling him, get back in your truck and head back to the fire house.
So you think? Remember when Johnny set fire to Olson's?
I didn't know all of you were such pirates.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny said, what was he? Me and Danny and Johnny were out by the grapevines and Christmas trees. And Johnny set it on fire. Man, we all took off running. Daddy had the fire department out there.
Oh,
Oh, see?
there he is. Wait, wait.
Did you drive this car? Did you run the car here? Drive
Yeah.
it? Did you?
Yeah, I had to get it out. So I towed it down here.
How'd you tow it?
Tractor.
Oh.
Herman was with you?
Huh?
Was Herman with you?
No.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. Somebody was.
There's too
I
many
don't think it was
stories.
Herman.
Yeah.
There's too damn many stories.
Yeah, it could have
I
been.
swear.
Larry
He
said,
drug it behind
He was
Olson.
telling me a story,
He said he drug
and
it
I don't
behind
agree
Olson.
with him.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
drove
This
railroad
was
ties.
right. There's the fence
do the
line here
raft.
somewhere. Used to be.
it's right to the right of you, right that way.
I think we put him down there.
It is, right there.
Yeah, that's where I brought it right down there.
Yeah, but Larry says this was his car.
I remember when you guys built the raft.
Yes, you did. But I ended up getting it
few
somewhere.
of them.
Yeah, I have it at the end.
Evidently, this was the car you drove before you went into service.
Did
Yeah.
they float?
Oh, yeah. It
Did
was
they,
long
did,
before.
it didn't
No.
float. Railroad ties don't float.
They sunk.
Now this was mine.
So,
This is where I put it.
Yeah.
I had to get it out of there because then what I have to move it out of there for? Because there were some, we had to vacate everything. So I just towed it down here.
What happened to the engine?
That was off of this thing.
Yeah, do you remember what part?
No. This might have been like the heater core or something. I don't know.
that's not a heater core.
No, you recognize that, Dave, what that would have been?
No, it sure ain't a heater core. I know heater core.
Yeah, but it had something with
Rubber hose.
I gotta ask you something.
Oh. Here, we're going to put this on you. Go ahead.
A few years ago, now this is probably about
A few years.
about 10 years ago, Herman and I come down here scouting around in marijuana plants.
Oh, they're not mine. What? If I would have found them, I would have took them.
Right in the camera.
Every
See
one
there?
of them,
Evidence.
I would have took every one of them.
I knew it wasn't
Thank you.
I
I
know.
don't think you were much older than maybe 10, or 10 years old. And it was you, Gino, and maybe Tom, and myself. And if you remember, this was the woods here. And just as soon as you got out of the grass and walked into the woods, and you remember all the nettle plants that used to...
I was telling Gino I ran through the nettles.
You fell in that.
Yeah, and I didn't have hardly many clothes on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I mean, you thought you were
terrible.
stung by fire ants.
I thought Gino would remember that.
Boy, you were
He was just talking about that as we were walking over this
You
way.
were crying, my God. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
were agony.
it was terrible.
Oh my
It was
God.
terrible.
I'll never forget that.
Am I still on film?
You are right now. Yep, you are.
Don't be shy.
Those were the good times.
Them were the good times. I remember when you was telling us that story by the barn, and you took off running and you ran into something.
Who, me?
Yeah, it was either him or Danny.
Story about what?
Oh, you trying to scare us?
Oh, I did that a lot to people.
Yeah, you really hurt yourself.
He really hurt himself.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Who was
Danny.
that I was telling you? It used to be the boogeyman. Oh.
Tommy Mott, probably.
At our house, if you ever remember, upstairs, there was a little cubby hole.
Like an attic.
Like an attic. And it was kind of short. You had to duck down to get in
It
this
was the attic.
hole. We kept stuff in there. It wasn't much, but it had linoleum in there. And it had a real low roof. And then there was a window in there. So when Marie and Vicky, when you guys were all small, and David and them, I forget who I told one time not to go in that room. Because that's where we kept the boogeyman.
Ah.
And we only let him out at Halloween. So I forget who it was. I says,
You
come
shut
on, you
us
want to
in
see?
there.
Well, you ain't going to let him out, are you? No, no, no. We keep him chained in there. And we keep him fed. He won't starve. And we give him water. I said, you want to see what he looked like? So, well, okay. So then he walks upstairs. I had him by my hand. I don't know who it was. I forget who it was that I had by
Maybe it was
my hand.
Johnny.
No, he would have been too little. Would have been like Tommy or
It's one of the
David,
cousins,
maybe.
One of the cousins, but you guys were small. So then, look I had by the hand. I'm going upstairs, and as you open this door, it creaked when you opened it up. So I says, "Come here, look." So they turned around, and then I went like this, boom! And man,
They were gone.
I fell on stuff.
No, you would remember the other bad time over there is when I had to shoot your dog, and I really felt bad about that.
Which dog?
Well, the one that got ran over. I don't know which one it was.
That's
Which one
after
was
when
dog.
we lived there.
Yeah.
he got ran
Boy,
over.
that was so sad for me.
About that.
Oh.
His brother ran him over with the
Broke my
tractor.
heart.
Broke his back.
Yeah,
Ran
you're
him
not
over.
talking about the brown dog.
No, no, no. Not the other one. You had another dog.
Brownie. Well, there was Brownie.
Long-haired dog.
Brownie.
Not Brownie. There was another one you guys had. And he got run over with a tractor. I don't know whether your brother John or your dad, somebody ran him
geez, I
over with a
don't remember
tractor
that
and
one.
broke his back.
Oh.
So I don't know whether that was the one that you had to put down.
No, Carmen called me up and she was,
What dog was that?
That looked like
Oh,
a panda.
Panda Bear. Yeah.
Do you remember that time? I was home alone with the little kids, and your mice used to run everywhere. Well, you know, it tried to get out of the silverware drawer. Well, I slammed the drawer and I killed it. But I had to call. It was either you or Tommy that had to come over and get this.
Oh
mouse
my
out.
gosh, she's
I
as
remember
bad as you with the
coming
mic.
I know me. You know me. I hate them suckers.
Yeah.
Remember that time you were
Oh.
over and it was over behind the steps going down the basement? I got the shoe and killed it.
Yeah, remember I couldn't even talk? I was telling you on the way down here, there's a you thought I said there's a man.
Yeah, I thought you
I couldn't get the word mouse out. I was scared to death.
I remember when the hanky fell down
Yeah,
your leg and I thought it was a mouse in the cellar. God, dog, man. And Mom pulled the
And I
Kleenex,
said,
the
no, I
hanky
said,
out
wait a
of
minute.
her
I
leg.
think it's a hanky. You know, and I had a hole in my
Man, I mean,
pants,
she was
and it
freaking
was
out,
just a
man.
hanky, and I thought it was a mouse going down my leg.
You betcha.
It was scary.
I remember when
Okay, we're on the entrance ramp, and right over here is where, I think that's the Christmas tree. Dad planted a lot of Christmas trees one day, and we think this is an area where the grapevines used to be. Of course, this is the entrance ramp to I-275. I have to wait to cross. There's Larry.